to your general reading with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. Thank you so very much for joining me today. This will be a reading for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces. Let's get into this. Holy Spirit, show me what you have for the Pisces nation, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, as I lay out your cards, I want you to keep in the back of your mind that this reading is general. And with the fact that this reading is general, this is automatically going to mean that not every single detail mentioned in this reading may resonate to your story. There may be, some details that are off, some things that don't match up to your story. I don't want you to get distracted and lost in those details. Instead, pay attention to the parts of the reading that are genuinely meant for you. And the parts that are not meant for you may be meant for someone else. I want to also advise you to not make any rash decisions based solely on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can always book me for personal reading. Taking personals for the rest of this year. Alright, so let's get into this for the Pisces. There's somebody you're not speaking to. That's very clear. That a relationship is falling apart. I got the Lovers and the King of Swords. So no doubt, some of you, this may have something to do with a Gemini individual or Pisces. You might have air placements. You obviously may have gone through a breakup with somebody. You've got a rift in your relationship. Maybe there's some communication issues between you and somebody. And I promise you, for some of you, there's somebody with a guilty conscience about the fact that they pulled you into a third party and broke your heart. You got the Three of Swords here. But for some reason, I feel like this person is going to remain laid back. Somebody might feel that you're demanding, or you might feel that way about this person. Maybe you might see them as someone who is unwilling to compromise. Somebody is pretty sure that you're focused on the bad memories and that that's all you can think about is everything that went wrong, how they cheated on you, the devil. This could be a Capricorn. And not the good times. They don't feel like you're focused on the good times. They would like to initiate communication with you, but they're not sure if they should. But I feel like, truthfully, they would love to, have a good time with you. Especially if this is a friend of yours. Or this was a lover that was like a friend, like a best friend to you. I definitely feel like maybe they want to celebrate some type of good news with you. Maybe they want to break bread with you. Wow, you got the devil. And I knew exactly what I was doing. So I feel like you may have felt like somebody hurt you on purpose. And maybe this is you going through an emotional storm. Maybe this could be a very dark time for you, possibly. Maybe some dark feelings, some dark emotions. Maybe this is you exploring your shadow self. Maybe this really caused you to go deep within yourself. I replay our conversations over and over. This could be somebody thinking about you with this 7. Yeah. Somebody lost in thought. Somebody could really be replaying conversations some things that you guys discussed again and again. This might also be lending to the fact that they have a guilty conscience. I left when I saw you with someone. Okay. So if I didn't say it already, I feel like there's a third party. I feel you even though we're apart. So yeah, confirmation of the fact that there has been some type of breakup. There has been some type of a rift in this situation. I did mention a third party. They put you in a third party. They're having regrets about the way that they acted and the decisions that they made. They see you as somebody who is not really wanting to talk to them and somebody that might be holding on to resentments and somebody that does not see this situation ever really working. So I feel like you guys must be just kind of like remaining in silence right now. And I want to see what happens next. 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse. Pisces, you could be on the Aquarius cusp. Or like I said, you might have air placements, or this is an air sign to air sign relationship. You got Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So both of you might have air placements. Seven of Swords. Yeah. See, the thing is, it feels like there is this undesired separation, but it's like now that somebody recognizes that you're lying about something, 8 of Cups, somebody's out the door. They feel like maybe you left to be with this Queen of Cups. Somebody feels like you chose a different route. Yes, I left when I saw you with someone else. Okay, so somebody left possibly when they saw you with this Queen of Cups. And it feels like somebody might be dealing with an ex. A water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, confirmation. I know I messed everything up. Guilty conscience. Looking back on their decisions and realizing that letting you go possibly was not the best thing in the world. And maybe you did justify all the reasons why this person should appreciate you. And maybe they turned a blind eye to it. There's somebody that you might feel did this on purpose. Somebody really hid who they were from you. Somebody could have, I don't know, it feels like this is, if we're talking about the divine masculine, then this is possibly somebody, if this is a male, okay? This is somebody that identifies as a male, then this is possibly somebody that feels like having more women, more money makes them more of a man or more appealing in this type of way. You got an earth sign and a fire sign. So this could be somebody with earth and fire, earth, air, and fire placements. This could be somebody very flashy, somebody that likes a lot of attention. And somebody that likes to appear like they have a lot of money. They might. So this could be somebody that's materialistic. But somebody that doesn't want to hear what you have to say. Maybe when you're talking to them, they shut down. They don't want to hear what you have to say. And I feel like you've grown cold and you've grown tired of this situation. Here it is again, Queen of Wands. So it's like every time you think that maybe you guys are moving on and progressing in the relationship, somebody else pops up. I don't think they cheated on you just once, Pisces. I feel like this is a regular thing. Unfortunately, you got a Sagittarius. Somebody has a Sagittarius ex. Somebody might doubt that a reconciliation could really take place with you. They don't feel like you're giving them the time of day. Some of you, this doesn't have anything to do with romance at all. This may have something to do with, like I said, a friend. It could be a family member. This could be your own father. My reading for this is Pisces. Maybe you feel like your dad wasn't there for you. Maybe you might feel like your dad tries to control your every move, or did as a kid. And maybe this is your dad cheating on your mother. And maybe you're repeating the patterns of your parents. For others of you, this might be your baby's dad. You might have a child with somebody who you feel is not really as attentive as they could be. They don't give as much attention or love as they could to a child. Maybe you guys have had conversations about this before, and maybe you feel like they went ignored. Maybe you feel like it was very difficult to let this person go, even though there was a high level of toxicity. I feel like for some of you Pisceans or cross watchers, you really did try your best. You waited possibly for a commitment and started to feel like you're waiting in vain. Some of you, this person was married and didn't tell you, or they were in a relationship and did not tell you. But what is very clear is that somebody was putting on a game, putting on a show for you. Facade, a complete facade. This could have been somebody that was focused on themselves. But to be quite honest, I feel like the mood has shifted now. They were once focused on themselves, you might feel. and what was beneficial for them but not for the two of you as a couple. I feel like now things have shifted, and now you're focused on yourself. You're seeing the writing on the wall. You're seeing the truth of a situation where before maybe you were not. And maybe some friends may have stepped in to give you some type of idea, like some type of outside perspective of what this relationship looks like, or looked like, past tense. Some of you could be dating somebody that's on social media. You could be dating someone who is on television. It feels like something having to do with the media is going to be significant. Unless this is you, I don't know. Maybe you do something on social media. Maybe you have been very active on social media. Maybe you've come across this person on social media and you've gotten some updates about them. It's clear that there's a relationship that's falling apart. I promise you, this has to be parent to child. For some of you, this is parent to child. A relationship between your children is falling apart. You and your kids. Because somebody is neglecting to pay attention to a child or children. Forgiveness. This could be something that you don't see. Or this could be the fact that someone may want to come to you to give you some type of, to maybe ask for some type of forgiveness. This is a father figure, then it feels like somebody, you have King of Pentacles. Earth sign, confirmation of what I talked about before. This could be a father figure that has the means to financially be there for a child, but chooses not to. Or it may appear that way from the outside looking in. King of Swords was very clear as an air sign. Queen of Pentacles comes up once again. Pisces, you might have earth or air, like I said, in your chart. Okay, yeah, it just tells me the same story. You guys are not speaking. You feel like this person gives the bare minimum. Maybe expects you to take care of all the bills or responsibilities while they sit back and do nothing. You are healing from this heartbreak. You are finding a way. Excuse me. You are digging deep into your resilience. You are seeing the truth of a situation. Here it is again, having to do with an earth sign, with someone that you possibly have blocked. Or somebody that would like to get in touch with you but feel that they cannot get in touch with you for whatever reason. Yeah, see, the paranoia was definitely setting in. Because I feel like here's Queen of Pentacles once again. Sagittarius, we have repeating signs. And Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius is going to be significant for some of you. This person may have cheated before. And it's like you got this paranoia that they're going to slip up again, Scorpio, and be unfaithful to you. You were loyal to this person until you, and then you found out the truth. And now you guys are in separation. Yeah, you might not feel like this person understands where you're coming from. Somebody might just have this very limited outlook on things. They see things in black and white, and they don't really seem to have any middle ground or see things like having a gray area. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's very narrow-minded. They only see things one way. There couldn't be two different perspectives. Somebody doesn't try to see things from your perspective is what I'm trying to say. One of you or both of you may feel that way. Here you are, Pisces. This might be you. Like I said, you might have earth in your chart. Okay, some of you are no doubt going through a divorce. You're healing from this. You're moving on. You may even be moving up as it pertains to your career. Wow, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the Seven of Swords. It's clarified by the Seven of Swords. Okay, so then, yeah, some of you, somebody does have earth in their chart. This could even be at work or pertain to some other area of your life. You're thinking about leaving. You might be thinking about relocating, going somewhere different. You could definitely be thinking about starting an online business. You could, since I was talking about online and television, media, mass media. You got a Virgo here. Earth signs are dominating this reading. Yeah, you're definitely retreating. Somebody owes you money. I see somebody paying you some money. If you have wanted to move, I see you having the money and the financial means to be able to move. This feels though like this is contingent upon you making a decision, a solid judgment call about what you want to do with your work, with your career. It feels like your next thing here, since you're focused on self, strength. Somebody must be dealing with a Leo. You might have Leo placements. Or this is just, again, talking about your strength, your resilience to be able to pull through and to heal and to get over something that maybe you felt like you would never be able to get over. That it was just way too difficult. But now I see you healing from this. You may be having this might be a time of confusion for you. Your guides are saying, you know what, the answers are within. Though maybe you are feeling sad and depressed about the situation or about some type of circumstance in your life, your guides are saying you already know the answer. This is just a situation where you may doubt yourself and doubt your ability to see things clearly because of this situation. If you had somebody stealing from you. Some of you, this is somebody at work who could definitely be a backstabber. I feel like things are going to balance out for you. Some of you are having car issues, Pisces. Something is delaying your ability to travel. Or this could be, there's an earth sign that may want to come and see you. For some of you, there must have been a job loss. Because it looks like there's something going on with your money. Something's affecting your cash flow here. It could have been because of a move. Maybe you had to put out a lot of money here for a move. Something is starting to affect your mental health, I feel. Because you have a lot of pain and anxiety that maybe you're trying to get over. You got some decisions to make, but you're doubting yourself, some of you Pisceans. And yeah, here we come. Here we go. You got a conversation that's getting ready to happen. Somebody, like I said, wants to talk to you. That's getting ready to happen. You do. With your career, I feel like while you may feel like you're at a crossroads or you may feel a level of confusion about the next move having to do with your work, what it is that you're going to do for work or where you want to live. This is where your guides are saying, listen and listen carefully. Certain shifts had to happen. Certain things were destined to happen because you're being redirected and rerouted when it comes to your career. And this could have had something to do with a job loss. Maybe a job loss might make it very difficult for you to keep control of your money right now. And maybe you're having to work really hard to make things meet, to make ends meet. You got strength again. So I feel like this is your guides saying, Pisces, you got to be able to pull through this time period, even though you might feel like it's difficult. Like I said, you might feel like you're hurting so much, you really don't know how to pull through these situations. This is the time where you're going to be making the best use of your resilience. Because this is where your guides are trying to take you. They're trying to get you to see that you have some type of natural gift and ability. And maybe truly it is time, because I did say I hid who I really am from you. Maybe it really is. Maybe your inner world, right? You don't show this face to everybody. The part of you that's very emotional, confused, conflicted about things, and maybe doesn't know what your next turn is. But your guides are saying that you got to be able to take off that mask and to reveal the real you. You're very unique, and I feel like it may be time to express that. Because to be honest, I feel Pisces, your ability to shine is what's going to take you far and what's going to separate you from other people. You just have a decision to make here. Your guides are saying the solutions are very simple, but you'll never see the solution as long as you're blindfolded. Do you see what I mean? So your guides are kind of saying you got to be able to dig deep and shift the way that you're seeing things. And that maybe not everybody that you have trusted or drawn close to you is really a friend or really has genuine intentions for you. Some of you really benefit from counseling. Some of you are spiritual counselors of some type. But it does look to me that, yeah, it may be time for some emotional healing. To be able to release the past, because it does feel like the past is holding you back. You're 10 paces ahead thinking about the future, fixated on what's about to happen and what could happen and what could possibly go wrong. And some of you, it feels like you're dwelling on the past and everything that went wrong and everybody that mistreated you. And it feels like you're holding on to all of that. Holding on to everything. Taking a mental record, keeping mental account of everything that every person has ever done, or maybe one particular person has done to hurt you. It feels like you're depressed. Maybe there is somebody bullying you. Maybe there is somebody hounding you, trying to get on your case. It does feel that way. Because it does feel like somebody might be preying on your sensitivity. Or this just happens to be a very sensitive time for you. No, I think I see it. You got a snake around you. Snakes don't always have to mean deception, but you have clear deception in your reading. So if this has anything to do with work, be careful about who you share information with. Because I do feel, barriers. Because I do feel like you may have to put up a level of defense. This feels like this could be spiritual, some type of, because it's like Pisces, you guys are empaths by nature. Very empathic. Very sensitive to energy around you. And you might have an energy vampire, or like I said, somebody that's trying to trigger you, trigger some type of emotion. And you may have to put some type of spiritual barrier around you to keep people from penetrating that barrier, right? Because I don't know what it is. I feel like somebody, what is this? Why is somebody doing this? This looks like it has something to do with money. This might have something to do with your work environment. So with this King of Pentacles, if this is somebody that you work with, and this could be male or female, masculine or feminine energy around you, you got somebody who is a deceiver and possibly an instigator and possibly somebody that's trying to get you to walk away from your job. Or for others of you, like I said, this was fated. This was supposed to happen. You were supposed to leave and find your calling here. You're going to stumble upon this, I feel. But I feel like it's not for you to be paranoid, but for you to actually truly 100% dig deep and use your discernment about who to trust. At the same time, your guides are saying trust that your needs are going to be met. Because I feel like money could be tight for you right now. And be mindful of the people that you spend time with, because I feel like they're going to be kind of shaping who you are at this time. So if you're hanging around negative people, this may bring you down even more. This may block you from seeing the solution anymore, even more. So I feel like your guides are trying to get you to be around positive-minded people. You got trust issues, Pisces. Yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit. Negativity. You might be surrounded by negativity. Exactly. Barriers. I feel like this has something to do with psychic protection, really. Because I feel like there's someone that's trying to prey on your emotions or try to get you to become emotional. Yes, thank you. Triggers. There's definitely somebody around you that's trying to trigger some type of emotion, and it would be this snake somewhere in your life. This could be in your friend groups. This could be at work. This could be anywhere, wherever you recognize this. If this truly is a part of your story, whether this is a part of your story that is unfolding now, or this might even be something that might be coming up that you don't see yet. So just be mindful of this. I feel like your opportunity to shine is coming through, but I definitely feel like this has something to do with a decision that you're going to be making. I do feel like your finances are going to pick up for you. I do. You go from the Four of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel like your money situation is going to, it has the ability to be improved. There may be people that may come in to help you with something. There could be somebody that could be lending you some money. You could be getting some type of a loan to tide you over. You're going to get a helping hand in some type of way. I'll put it that way. But I feel like this next stage of your life has everything to do with taking a calculated risk to go towards your destiny. And to find what you're passionate about. And some of you absolutely know what that is. And to finally break through these barriers and go for it. You're never going to see the solution though, Pisces, in the state of mind where you're blindfolded. Your guides are saying that the answers are within. You might be looking external, like outside of yourself for the answers, feeling like you're coming up short or not getting the answers when that's not where you're supposed to look anyway. This is supposed to be a time when you're building your relationship with yourself and trusting yourself more than ever. In this time where you feel like you're in the dark. Your guides are not going to lead you astray. They're not. Just know that. And that's why I say some of you must be on the Aquarius cusp. Or you might be dealing with an Aquarius because you got the King of Swords. So I did say there's a conversation coming in. For some of you, this could be a conversation with someone that helps you get clear about some things. Because maybe you are feeling quite confused. And quite sensitive and quite emotional about some things. And maybe you're not sure what decision to make. Because it does feel like your emotions are affecting your finances. It's affecting your ability to make money right now. So somebody may come in, step into your life. Like I did say, somebody is coming to give you a helping hand. It could be a counselor to give you some type of pointer or help you to see something here. You're very artistic, Pisces. Very creative. Very loving, very nurturing. And some of you may actually have some type of psychic ability. Use discernment when having this conversation. Because there is somebody that, like I said, that's coming to initiate some type of communication with you. And, you know, it's time for you to make a judgment call. Because it looks like you may have been on the fence about something. Having to do with somebody that you're not on speaking terms with. You're keeping your distance from this person. Gauge whether or not you're in the headspace to be able to communicate with this individual. Or if this is the right time. Some of you might be herbalists of some type. Or this could be your guide saying go out in nature. Go outdoors. Maybe you are a gardener of some type. You gotta be dealing with a Scorpio. But this is a time of deep transformation for you. Black Tourmaline, thank you. Having to do with barriers and protection, with you being an empath. Maybe some of you might be thinking about carrying around some black tourmaline to protect your energy. Amethyst, that's what I mean. Some of you gotta be on the Aquarius cusp. Or you have Aquarius in your chart somewhere. That's what this feels like. Did I say herbalists? Some of you, I feel like you are. You might be an herbalist of some type. Shine love on fear. Love will light up the darkness. So yeah, confirmation as well. Pisces, you're in fear about the future. Dream big, shine, yes. Shine love on fear. Okay, so we got this reference to shine twice, but really 3 times because the star card popped up. So maybe it is time for you to shine. I did say, once again, television, social media. I feel like this might be where you thrive. Your guides are saying dream big. And I feel like this might be where your guides are really talking to you, trying to get your attention about sharing your gifts with others. Love, explore, create. Yeah, I did see that maybe you might be walking away to explore your options, to figure out where you really want to be. Some of you, court may be a significant topic. You might be waiting for the outcome of a court decision. That could be what's giving you some pain and anxiety, just the uncertainty of knowing how something may turn out. But like I said, I feel like something may turn out very well for you, where you might be expecting things to just kind of like fall apart and dissipate and not really get a victory in the situation. I feel like you are. This is a very sensitive time for you, because it's like every little thing that happens, you might be overanalyzing it or feeling quite emotional over it. Your guides are saying, don't let the small things distract you. I did say somebody wants to come and talk to you. I feel like somebody wants you to drop it. You might be holding on to the past. They're coming to you, maybe trying to sweep things under the rug and act like things never happened. They want you to drop it. It's just going to be completely up to you. Thank God. This is a very self-focus. And maybe this was meant to bring you closer to your creator, to the divine, or to your higher self. It's all the same, in my opinion, if you ask me. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Yeah, maybe you feel like somebody was putting others first. Maybe you feel like there's somebody that's putting others above you. Maybe that's the biggest issue. Possibly even you as a kid. It might be you, the adult child. Or your kids may feel this way. You might have a very rebellious child that maybe you feel like they don't hear you out. Or maybe you have a child that could be throwing a lot of tantrums here. A child that goes against your authority. Let go and flow. Take a breather. Okay, clear the fog. Here we go. I really do feel like, Pisces, you might be a performer of some type. Celebrate you. Self-focus. Okay. This might be a time where your guides are trying to get you to set aside some time to focus on what you really want. Because it does look like you made a lot of sacrifices for someone, and maybe you didn't feel like you got that in return. Maybe now it's time for you to focus on what's important to you, your dreams. And as this person from the past comes back, you might be taking a breather from this person. Because maybe things did get pretty intense between you and this individual. Maybe it was necessary to blow off some steam and take a breather. And now that maybe things have cooled off, there may be somebody that may be coming back to show you some type of gratitude. Where maybe you did feel neglected and taken for granted. There's somebody that wants to clear up an issue with you. This is I feel that your guides are coming to you to help you clear up some type of foggy thinking. Or if this is not your guides directly, I feel like your guides your spiritual team may be sending a messenger to you to help you to see things from a different perspective. I don't know. I feel like, the number 38 could be significant for you. You might be seeing repeating numbers. You have what it takes to realize some type of a goal. You got multiple 3s that pop up, and you gotta be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, you got some people, there may be people around you that are coming to give their support in some type of way. People that are rallying around you. But that's what I'm feeling like. This is going to be a very significant time of you focusing on your goals, letting go of the old and embracing new beginnings, even though maybe there has been a level of difficulty with doing that. And to trust the flow of life. Because maybe with this Rebel card, maybe you have been kind of rebelling against change. And that just kind of like makes things difficult for you, Pisces, more difficult than it needs to be. Modify. It could be that it's time to modify the way that you're thinking or seeing a situation. I am inspired and positive about the future. We'll go with the Star card again. So there's something that your guides are preparing you for, Pisces. And it could be a brand new relationship. All right, Pisces with conscious channeling and moonflower. I don't know. I feel like I said, confirmation that maybe you guys have some type of psychic ability. And you really do have the ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. But I have a feeling that some of you might be dwelling on the wrong things. And maybe you might be neglecting your health in some type of way. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, you do have somebody that's coming to lend you a hand. And you got the Ace of Cups here. So yeah, I do feel like your guides have somebody coming in for you. That conversation could definitely be somebody from the past, but it could no doubt be somebody brand new, soul love. So I feel like you might be connecting with soul family. Somebody who is a soulmate or a twin flame, I feel, is getting ready to come in for you. All right, Holy Spirit, show me Pisces. Yeah, spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. So I did mention someone from the past returning to have a conversation with you, but for some of you with this Ace of Cups, I really do feel like you may be getting into a long-term relationship, or you may be meeting your divine counterpart. I really feel that. Holy Spirit, show me the advice for the Pisces nation. As soon as I part the deck, surrender negative thinking. Some of you are traveling. There's some type of long distance travel I feel that is coming up for you. Or some travel plans that maybe you're going to be able to act on. Negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So, I don't know, like I said, sensitivity. Something can really be triggering your emotions at this time. Your guides are saying, be mindful of your thinking. Surrender your attachment to results. So maybe there's something, maybe this is the cause, this is the trigger of your negative thinking. Maybe there's something that you want to manifest and maybe you feel like it hasn't materialized. I feel like there could be a mental blockage. For some of you Pisceans with this barrier card, I feel like you could be standing in your own way from some type of success here. You're waiting for something to happen, but it feels like the outcome, a positive outcome to a decision, has something to do with you making the decision to dream big or to see it in a completely different perspective. I promise you, you must have an energy vampire around you. You got a snake here, and then you got a snake here in this picture. I do, and I said that in the last Pisces reading, that you have somebody that's trying to drain the life force energy out of you. Somebody that's really trying to trigger your emotions, and somebody that comes to you with a lot of negativity. For some of you, this could be you, your own negative thoughts, right? Could be you creating this negativity. For some of you Pisceans, you could be your own worst enemy, your own worst critic. But for others of you, this is what's going on around you. So protect your energy. Be mindful of who is around you. Confirmation of what we spoke about earlier. The people that you spend time with have a big influence over you. Being overly controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give this situation some breathing room. So maybe that is what this is. This, like I said, could have something to do with a relationship with somebody else. Maybe it is time, right, to back off and give the situation some breathing room. And maybe now you might be able to see the situation completely differently. And maybe you might be reconciling with someone. This could even be you, like having some type of healing within self. Because I did say communication issues. Maybe you feel like somebody is so defensive. They won't compromise. You can't get in a word in edgewise. You feel like there's somebody that will not hear you out. And if this is you, or if this is you playing a part in this back and forth banter, your guides are saying, surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. I don't know, I feel like this defensiveness may have something to do with the fact that somebody is cheating or lying, or you may have caught somebody stabbing you in the back, and you got to be able to use discernment to realize when it is time to maybe eliminate certain people from your life. And yeah, this is a time of self-focus. This is a time to surrender to your complete healing, because it is time to focus on your shadow self, the sides of your soul that you don't want the public or other people to see, the sides of yourself that maybe you try to hide because maybe there is some type of shame that maybe you feel like you have, because maybe you feel like you have some type of weakness. I don't know. This might be a side of yourself that you're hiding from the world. Maybe you hid it from yourself for a moment, but now it's really time to face that. And I feel like this is where your guides are really trying to get you to come face to face with your shadow self. Maybe this is you focusing on the past and maybe a lot of mistakes that you feel like you made. This could be you. Maybe you feel like you messed up your future, a future decision. But I feel like you have the opportunity to choose again and to step into your full power. I do. So with that, Pisces Nation, this concludes your general reading with Angelic Ascensions. If you found that this was helpful, Pisceans and cross watchers, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you already haven't. And if you do decide to subscribe, make sure that you hit that post notification bell so that you don't miss an upload whenever I upload for you and your cross watcher sign, or whenever I go live. Thank you so very much for choosing to spend this time with me today, Pisces Nation. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.